Swamiji.
I want to ask something.
That's nice.
Maharaj, there are two ways to serve, intimate Radha Rani's lotus feet. Two purposes can be there. One, if someone wants to put good quality in their bhajan, so one can be in old age, some if not practiced in young age, too much intensely for the bhajan, then it is not possible to do the same thing in old age, because slowly body stops working, mind slowly working, means things will get very limited, and our relatives, whoever are there, wife, husband, sister, brother, son, daughter, anyone, so they will not helpful for us that time, even not our body. And at that time when someone get to bed, then no one is able to do even physical services DT worship and parikrama and many other services which are doing by the body. So at that time there is only way to get touched with the bhajan, because we also cannot sit for a long time, we are on the bed, so we only can chant even without beats. So if mind is not very much sharp and smaran is not very much focused for Radha Rani's lotus feet, then it is not possible at that age to get too much absorbed for Radha Rani's service and everything. So one can, when he or she is in young age, so one person can target it for that also, that in old age I will be in that situation, so better to do now and to reach certain kind of a stage, so I can do on the way. Another part means one is this person and another person is he or she is doing to get elevated to Nitya Leelas. So either he or she can die in between or at the end age. Somehow, if one second person who is trying to approach for Nitya Leelas, if his focus he got not that much absorbed, he not that made okay, I want to get that much determined to do bhajan like this, so if in old age this will happen, then I also can do. But his target was ki when I enter, means I want to be in Nitya Leela at anyhow. So at what point he or she will start, if in between he or she will die.
You got the question? I understand everything you said, but I couldn't quite draw the conclusion of the question.
Means what happens if he dies in between or something?
Yeah,
what happens?
I only want to ask that one who is targeted to be in Nitya Leela with Lord or with any services to Radha Rani or to
One whose goal is supreme seva around Krishna and Goloka Vrindavan.
Yes. So if he or she will die in between, then from what point he will start with normal bhajan? His consciousness, because he also
Next life, or what?
Yeah, maybe if it stops in between and he not reach certain kind of consciousness and he not got absorbed that much, then it is sure that he will take next birth. And
Yeah,
if,
of course.
Yeah, if he takes next birth, then from what level he or she will start? This is a first question. And another question, it is added in this, that if he is, then it is why he not selected that let me focus on my bhajan first, what target I will achieve after my death, let them on Radha Rani's hand.
Well, the answer to your first question is in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, verse 44. Purvabhyasena Yavasha, Ridya Yavasha. Look it up. 644 Gita. Krishna says in 643, chapter 643 and 644 of Gita, Arjuna asks a question. What about some yogi who has yoga brushed? He falls, doesn't attain perfection in his yoga practice. What happens to him? He says, the 644 Gita, Purvabhyasena Teneva Riyate Yavashopisa Jignasura Yogyasya Shata Brahmati Vartate. Purvabhyas. Abhyas means daily sadhana practice. Purva means prior life. Says wherever he lived, if he was 40% Krishna conscious in this life, and he dies without attaining perfection, when he takes birth next life, he'll start at 41%. That's the answer to the first question. And the second question, I wasn't clear what it is about.
Second question is that.
Waiting till you get older to take the bhakti sadhana or do it young. What are you saying?
Yeah. Second question is that if he knows about this thing theoretically, that in next life I will start with this, is still he not focused in his young age that I should only focus on bhajan, let me get services from their part, then I will start from means to get in Nitya Leela or to make targeted like this.
I don't get the second part.
Second one is saying maybe.
Huh?
If he is not doing, means if he is not trying from his side and he is waiting for mercy to come. He is waiting for mercy to come so that.
मैं आपको हिंदी में समझाता हूँ, आपको समझा दूँ कि अगर उसे पता है कि अगले जन्म में जब वो पैदा होगा तो जहाँ से भक्ति खत्म की थी वहीं से स्टार्ट करेगा, ये बात उसे पता है। लेकिन उसकी इच्छा थी कि मुझे नित्य लीला में जाना है, लेकिन वो बीच में मर जाता है तो वो वहीं से स्टार्ट करेगा। तो अगर उसे ये बात पहले से पता है कि मेरा भजन मैं एब्जॉर्ब नहीं हो पाया तो मुझे वहीं से स्टार्ट करना पड़ेगा, तो why he is not only focusing on bhajan in this life, और फिर भगवान मर्सी करके उसे uplift करें।
Yes. He is saying that because he knows that he has to start in between wherever he stops, then why is he not doing with full effort? Why is he not doing bhajan in this lifetime only with full effort?
Well, he will be if he gets the mercy of Krishna. As Krishna says, the answer to your second question is also in 644. It says Yavasho Ashu. It says Ridya Ashu. Ashu means automatically, spontaneously, the person will be drawn to the practice of bhakti. Maybe he will be drawn when he's 45. We see most Indian people, for example, they don't even think about spiritual life until they're 45, 38, 45. And then they all of a sudden wake up and start taking off where they left off in the last life. So when it'll start, that we don't know. It may start early in life. The answer, why don't they get to it right away? That's only Krishna knows the answer to that. No one can answer that. Some get started right away. They're born in a Brahmin family in UP. At 8 years old, they come here and become a sadhu. Premananda Baba. Premananda Baba is a big sadhu of Radha Vallabha Sampradaya. Premananda Govinda Hitari Sharan. So he came here at a young age, sadhu from childhood. So he's carrying on for last life. He'll change city now. Maybe he's perfect. Who knows? People say like that. So it's all in Krishna's hands. So there's nothing lost. It's chapter 2, Gita, verse 40. Mihavikrama nasasti pradyave. So there's no fear if you do bhakti. You can carry on wherever you left off in your next life. That's so why somebody's born in a Goswami family worshipping Radha Krishna and they're busy at samsara for 50 years, 60 years. That's Krishna. It's like a time bomb. You know, they set a time bomb in a suitcase and they live in an apartment house. and boom. So the bhakti sanskar are like a time bomb. They're going to blow up sometime. So you wonder if some people in Vrindavan have such high births and they're doing nothing in this life. They're just enjoying their good karma. That's unfortunate, but that bhagya is in the hands of Vidata. Vidata means providence, God, Vidata. So who can control that? Some people start young, some people don't start at all. They don't do anything in this life. They just enjoy it. And then the next life, they say, oh, I should do bhakti. So they may skip a whole life. It can go like that. There's many combinations possible. And the answer is not, you can't find a black and white answer. It's in the hands of Krishna. You did your part, now you're not doing bhakti, so you're installed. You're stalled, you're just in neutral. You have power, you have an engine, you have power, but you're not in any gear, you're in neutral gear. You have a 500 horsepower Porsche engine, but you're not going anywhere. So all your good bhakti sanskars from last life are in neutral. They're not going forward. Maybe the next life they'll go forward, 2 lives, or maybe this life, or maybe end of life. It's hard to say. Like for example, I was in Maya. I went to college, got a degree, everything, all that jazz. Then when I was 24, I became a crazy Hare Krishna. And the last 50 years I'm going that way. And I'll continue back on track. You know, next life I'll start early on, maybe be born in Radha Kunda or Vrindavan, and start again, or maybe attain perfection. God knows. I don't know. So we can start anytime. Rest assured, nothing is lost, and it's a cause of wonder that some people have such high birth, they're not doing anything to grow progress, but that's what we can't make a conclusion. We honor everyone, respect everyone. We respect everyone for where they are, what they are. We feel sorry for them. If you're doing bhakti yourself and doing good seva, then you pray to Thakurji, oh, my uncle's not doing good. He should do good. Please inspire him, Krishna. Because the super soul for every devotee is not Paramatma, it's Krishna. Jiva Goswami says this in Sandarbhas. For every non-devotee, for every samsarika, every materialist, Paramatma is Vishnu form, Chaturabhuta Narayan. But for Krishna Bhakti, Ram Bhakti, Vishnu Bhakti, well, Vishnu Bhakti means Narayan. But for Krishna Ram Bhakti, the Paramatma becomes Ramchandra or Krishna, Gopal, Radha Raman, Banki Bihari, Radha Shamsundar, Radha Vallabha. Having the super soul takes different form. So Krishna hears the prayers of the devotees, but non-devotees also pray to God, but he doesn't hear them. But he's too far away, he doesn't want to hear them. If you're a devotee of God, then Krishna listens to your prayers, because he's right in your heart. Vishnu's in Vaikuntha, far away from non-devotee. Your Wi-Fi won't reach Vaikuntha. If you have Wi-Fi, you can't reach Vishnu and Vaikuntha with your prayers for a non-devotee. Many people pray to God, they're pious, they have an idea of God, but they're not really devoted to God, they're not surrendered to God. So God doesn't pay any attention to them. Yetamam prapadyam te tansatam vajamyam. Bhagavad Gita chapter 4 verse 11. You surrender to me, you're calling out me, I listen. That's love. A lover listens to the beloved. A lover never has a deaf ear to the beloved. The lover is the Bhakta, the beloved is Krishna Radharani. So we're crying out to them, hey, Kotai go Premamai Radhe Radhe, Kotai go Premamai. Where are you, Radharani? Where are you, Radharani? You're made of love, Premamai. You're made of love. I'm made of hatred and envy and greed and lust. Please help me, please save me. Kotai go Premamai. Where are you, my Radharani? My Premamai Radharani. Oh, no, what are you crying for? Chant Radharani, be happy. Radhe Radhe Jave Karo, Krishna Rasapiye Karo. Jaya Jaya Sri Radhe. Thank you, Goswamiji. Nice question. You read chapter 6 of Gita, verse 43 and 44, and the commentaries right. Jiva Goswami, Vallacharya, Sridhar Swami, Vishwanath Chakravarti, you get a good understanding of this whole idea. Jaya Jaya Radhe, Jaya Jaya Sri. Second question. No. You liberate everybody? All your preaching, liberate all the Italians? You're preaching for a year now in Italy, everyone's liberated.
They will come back Radha Kunda soon. Vrindavan.
When?
On
Or for any time?
no. From 2 February till 6 February.
Acha.
Some
Yeah.
question on internet
Okay.
in Russian chat. That also has question. So we start from Russian chat. There is some reel we had it. You say that Pratishtha about Pratishtha and Prema. That Pratishtha is like goes with envy and
Pride.
pride, and Prema goes with humility and love. Humility and love goes together. And person asks how to get that humility and to get that level where only love and humility exist, no Pratishtha and and envy and.
The question is asked that when Charyas and Shastras describe the nature, the characteristics of Krishna Prema in Goloka Vrindavan, they describe that Prema Bhaktas exhibit the utmost humility and pridelessness. And that's the foundation, and the basis of Prema is humility and pridelessness. Because Prema is based on seva. You can only serve someone you love, and you only love someone you can submit to and surrender to. So in Goloka Vrindavan, everyone's totally submitted to and completely surrendered to and dedicated to serving Krishna and surrender to Krishna. So that's where you find the highest expression of humility and the highest plane of love. Ma Baba Rarani Gopis in Vrindavan. So outside that realm of Vrindavan, you have the Maya Jagat, you have Devi Dham, Durga Dham, Maya Durga, Devi Dham, Maya Jagat. And this realm is the realm of Pratishtha. Everyone's trying to be bigger than the other. Brahma's trying to be bigger than Shiva, Shiva's trying to be bigger than Indra, Indra's trying to be bigger than Kamsa, everyone's trying to be bigger than the next guy. So all this competition, and ego competition is based on pride and pratishtha, recognition, honor, puja. Low puja, pratishtha, they go together. So the question is asked, how do we get this humility? How do we get this love? Shravanam Kirtanam Vishwaswaranam. This is the whole idea of Uttam Bhakti. Uttam Bhakti is based on 9 limbs of Bhakti, Navavida Bhakti. Uttam Bhakti means Anyabhilashi Shunyam Jnana Karmadya Navritam Anukalina Krishnanu Shilanam Bhakti Uttama. Uttam Bhakti has characteristics. It's prideless, it's karmaless, it's egoless, it's not mixed with any selfishness. It's selfless love, dedicated love, surrendered love. Nothing for me, everything for you, nothing for me. Because you're my everything. So everything is for you, and you're my everything, I have everything. If I have you, I have everything. Radharani thinks, Krishna, you're my everything. So Radharani thinks, I don't need anything. I don't need any happiness, I don't need any puja, I don't need any position, I don't need any honor. But I have you, I have everything. It's called Mamata Bhav. Mamata Bhav. Krishna, you are mine. So how do you get this love and humility? Basically by doing Bhakti Bhajan, and one more thing, serve Vaishnavas. Hari Guru Vaishnava Seva. It's a triad. It's a pyramid of Bhakti success. The top of the pyramid is Hari. On one side, on the right side is Guru, on the left side is Vaishnava. Hari Guru is Hari first, Guru second, Vaishnava third. Topmost position Hari Seva, second position Guru Seva, third position Vaishnava Seva. Seva, these three triangles of Seva will give success in Bhakti. Will give you humility you're desiring and give you the love you're hankering for. Serving someone is based on a drop of love. That drop can become 1 liter. That liter can become 100 liters. 100 liters can become 1 sarovara. 1 sarovara can become 1 sindhu. And 1 sindhu can become 1 samudra. So the love can expand from 1 drop of Vaishnava Seva. That's 1 drop of love. Prem Bindu. Everywhere Shastras emphasize serving Vaishnavas. Vasudeva Kataruchi. How do you get what's that verse?
Shradhanasya Vasudeva Kadaricha Syam Mahat Sevaya Vipra
Sham Mahat Sevana Vipra.
Punyatirthani Seva.
Punyatirthana Seva. That's Bhagavatam or
Yeah, Bhagavatam, second canto, that verse.
first
Yeah,
canto,
first canto, second chapter.
first canto, second. First canto, second chapter, the big chapter, all the key verse in it. Shradhanasya Vasudeva Kataruchi.
Syam Mahat Seva.
Shan Mahat Sevana Vipro. There's a Vipro.
Punyatirthani Seva.
Punyatirthana Sevana. So that special seva, Nisheva means special seva. To those abodes of purity. Punya, the word punya in Sanskrit means beautiful. Punya means seva, and punya means religious piety, good deeds. Punya means beautiful in Sanskrit. So beautiful, pleasing seva to a Brahmin is the key to get taste for Hari Katha, Vasudeva Kataruchi. So serve the Vaishnavas, you get so much benefit. Humility, love, humility, love, humility, love. We're beat on the head every day with these things. Lack of love, lack of humility, pride and envy. There's one shoulder we're carrying love and humility. That's on our right shoulder. And that's good. That's good. I was looking that way. But on this shoulder, there's pride and envy. I'm better than you. Get out of my way. When I had a stroke, this guy came to do physical therapy. He said, raise your shoulders. Higher. Raise your right shoulder, left shoulder. And I couldn't do anything. I couldn't move anything. It was really tough. So watch out for that pride envy. It's a joke, man. What are you gonna be proud of? You're 1/10,000th of air, you know. You're smaller than a mustard seed, and you think you're bigger than Mount Sumeru. We get serious, man. Look in the mirror. You look in the mirror. You walk around. You think I'm Mount Sumeru. So he holds the mirror and says, "This is what you are. That's a mustard seed. Yeah, that's what you are. You're a Sarasaka beach. You're a Sarasaka beach, not made of Parvat." Oh, really? Yeah, look in the mirror. Turn your selfie around, you know, so take a selfie. That's me, yeah. Oh, don't know. Set my face, Prabhu. Jaya. Questions?
Jaiti.
Jaya.
When Gopakumar receives mantras from his Diksha Guru, he makes progress.
One mantra.
Mantra. He makes progress simply by chanting. Does he ever get a chance to serve his Guru personally? How can a soul progress without serving the spiritual master?
The question is, Gopakumar got Diksha mantra. I think it was 8 silver, 10 silver Gopal mantra. It's in the commentary we have Bhagavatamrita by Sanatana Goswami himself. He lists the mantra there. I think it was Clean Krishnaya Namaha or something like that. It was Gopal mantra, not like it wasn't 18 syllables, 10 syllables. It's in the commentary of Brihad Bhagavatamrita by Sanatana Goswami. So the question is asked, we don't see any record, any description of Gokumar doing any paricharya seva, any guru seva to his guru who gave him diksha. Jayanta is his guru, and we don't hear any do any seva. So the question is, how can one attain perfection without doing guru seva? So the first answer is, we have to understand what does it mean seva. In Bhakti Sandarbha, Jiva Goswami describes two forms of seva that are done to the Guru. One is called paricharya seva, one is called prasanga seva. Paricharya seva means personal service to the Guru, washing the Guru's clothes, collecting firewood for the Guru's yajna pujas, assisting in the deity puja, helping the Guru with the shastras, preparing the palm leaves, etc. in the old days, washing the feet of the Guru, bathing the Guru, massaging the Guru, collecting water for the Guru, taking care of the Guru's ashram cows, taking care of the honeybees, harvesting the honey from the temple beehives, and cooking for the Guru, cleaning the Guru's ashram. This is called paricharya seva. Prasanga seva means carrying out the orders of the Guru, carrying out the instructions of the Guru. Shastra Swadhyaya, Japa Sandhya, chanting japa, chanting mantra, anik, mantra anik, diksha anik, chanting your mantra, diksha mantras every day, and carrying out the services. So the question is, Gopakumar didn't do any service. The first answer is that you're wrong. He was chanting his diksha mantra 24 hours a day, non-stop. He was doing the topmost prasanga seva of the Guru, topmost prasanga Guru seva, carrying out the order of the Guru. Guru gave him a mantra, said, chant this mantra, you'll get everything. So he chanted that mantra, he got everything. His yesterday was Madan Gopal, he got darshan Madan Gopal in Goloka Dham, and eventually he got a Siddhanta and Stairati Sekiras, became a Eternitya sadhana siddha as a coward boy, and Sakirati went to Goloka to serve Krishna Balaram and Sakirati, fraternal Ras forever. So he is doing perfect Guru Seva. Contrary to your question, he wasn't doing any Guru Seva. He was doing Akanda Guru Seva. Akanda Guru Seva, non-stop, unbroken Guru Seva. He was born in Govardhan, Vrindavan, and he stayed his whole life in Govardhan. And just by sitting in asana and chanting mantra, he had all kinds of experiences. He experienced all different levels of consciousness. He entered into different planes of existence and different levels of consciousness, had the experiences there, and came back and described it. And Brihad Bhagavatamrita is a spiritual odyssey, space odyssey. But he never left Govardhan, he never changed his body. He changed his body once. He had Spurti of the Goloka Dham, then he gave his body in Prema and went to Goloka Dham. Bas. From birth to death, one life, he attained all perfection. So it shows another example, like the example of Narada Muni in chapter 5, the first canto, chapter 5 and 6. It shows that he was born, he attained perfection one life, got a Siddhanta at the end of life, and went to the spiritual world, Vaikuntha. Became a Narayan Parashad, associate of Lord Narayan.
So Gopakumar served before also. He served his Guru before taking Diksha. He served Guru.
I don't see anything like that. He was playing.
Because I remember like
He was playing with the coward boys.
he used to go and give some prasad for him. So
I don't know, maybe whatever. I can remember. They don't know too much. Yeah.
There's also a question about Gita Govinda. It's like I never hear so much, or I just maybe didn't hear it like in Radha Kunda so much spoken. What is the importance of Gita Govinda for someone who is more absorbed in Ashtakalila Lila?
If I heard you right, you said, what is the important? Well, the question is, what is the importance? We don't hear much discussion on Gita Govinda here at Radha Kunda amongst the devotees here in the Sangha of traditional paribars. So the question comes, what is the importance of Gita Govinda for Raganuga Bhakti Sadhana and Astakaliya Smaran? Is that the question? Well, the book has the basic importance that someone has sufficiently purified in mind and qualified, and of course it would be helpful to have the blessings of one's guru to read such a book, because it's a very intimate book, very high subject matter described there. So it's, I think every Raganuga Bhakti should of course read it with commentaries. There are editions in English with commentaries which are helpful. It gives some basic understanding, a lot of discussion of rasa and tattva and everything. Of course, the scene is Vasanti Ras at Chandra Sarovara. It's a springtime Raslila of Radha and Krishna. That's basically what it's describing. Meeting, separation, and competition and rivals and all these things. Man and breaking man and all these different scenes and settings. So it's very anukulya for Gopi Bhav and Smaran, but it's like an Amitic Leela. It doesn't come under the category of Nasikali Leela Shastra. So mostly what they describe here is sevas in context of Leela. They discuss books that describe Leelas and sevas to Radha and Krishna, especially Radharani. Like Savali, Savamala, Ukali Kavalari, Sankava Kavajruma, these type of books are described over here because they're connected to Radharani Seva. There's not much Seva, so much particular Seva in Gita Govinda that's not already mentioned in Govinda Lilamrita and Bhavanamrita. Because Bhavanamrita, Govinda Lilamrita, Krishna Kamudi, Bhavanasara Sangra, they all describe Raslila also. And describe all different scenes and settings and scenes and parts of Raslila and different sevas and manjaris are doing. It specifically talks about manjaris acting and serving during Raslila. Ukali Kavalari, for example, and like that. So there's not much direct mention of manjaris, or the idea of manjaris or kinkaris was not really existent 1,000 years ago when Jayadeva Goswami wrote Gita Govinda. His main idea he wanted to bring out is how the Bhagavan becomes subservient to his bhakta. Devi Padapalabha, Krishna takes a feet of Radharani, his Param Bhakta, and holds him on his head to break her man. So it's a great book. If any of my disciples ask me to read it, I'll talk to them about it, what's their eligibility, and decide whether they should read it or not. But I don't have it on my recommended reading list. I recommend Stavavali and Prem Bhakti Chandrika and Prajna. But I don't have Gita Govinda. It's like, it's very intimate. And some translations are not very tasteful also. There's some English translations available. So not only would I discuss the adhikar of the disciple, whether they're eligible to read such a book, also it's to recommend what edition in English to read also. Because some are untasteful, or rather offensive English translations. They're also popularly available. So I gave a class to my students, we should always check who the author is. Who's the author? What are his credentials? Is he traditional Parivar? Is he neo Gaudiya Vaisnava? Where is he coming from? What is his authority to speak? What is his qualification? These are important. It's like somebody sent me a long article about manjaris. A long article about Manjari Tava and Siddhanta on WhatsApp. And the person that sent it was known to me, but there's no author on the article. There was no sloka references from Bhagavatam or any Goswami books. It was just a long article of many interesting things. And I read it was all bogus stuff. It was all Siddhanta. It was offensive. It was against the teaching of Lord Chaitanya and the Goswamis. It was a nice presentation, but it was a completely concocted idea. So I understood where it was coming from. So all my disciples got this same article and they were telling me how great it was. And recommended I read it. I said, you guys are cracked. Then I gave a class on that. Beware, don't eat anything that comes in front of you, you know. You're a little careful about what you put in your belly. You'll be more careful about putting your mind and heart. And who's the cook? So he goes, here's some prasad. I say, who's prasad? Who made it? Okay, I say thank you. And, someone gets me something, I say thank you. I'm not saying I'm not eat it. I say thank you. Who made this? That? I say okay, thank you very much. Then I have my downline, friends to help me. I have so many squirrels here and so many dogs and crows and parrots and rats and cats and dogs and many associates, sangis out here. So I do the needful, distribute the mercy. But my Guruji told me don't eat any sweets cooked in ghee. It's all made with cow, it's not made with cow ghee, it's all made with dead dogs and goats and buffalo and camels and everything. All this ghee produced in UP. So he said, you can eat rubbery or rasgula or rasmal, something only milk and cheese. Nothing made with ghee, no ladus and gujia and all that stuff made with ghee. Don't eat any of that. It's all ashud. And you can't offer it to Bhagavan either. So my Guru, so I follow that. So people give me sweets all the time. So I have my downline. I offer to Giraj to eat anything, Giraj Prabhupada. I offer to him and I offer to squirrels and monkeys. Downline. I'm very particular about what I eat. Everyone should be. We should be more particular about what we eat. Oh, nectar. It's about manjaris, gopis. No, it's not like that. Use some discrimination, vivek. Jaya Radhe Sham.
Yes, question.
Nice bhajan. Radha Kunda is always nice. There's always some Ramayana Katha, Ramacharita Katha, Bhagavad Sabda, Kirtan. There's always some Shabda Raman coming from this way, that way. And this is Posha month, and next month is even more auspicious, Magh Mahina, so even more Katha going on. There was just one Katha finished about 5 days ago, and then this one started. It's like back-to-back Bhagavad Katha. In between there was some Ramayana Katha. It's Bandaras, Shiv Bandara, Giraj Bandara. It's really a great place, Radha Kunda. It's so great, Just living here, you're just floating on a cloud of spiritual mercy. Huh? What did you say?
Louder.
Can you hear it? You can hear it, okay? That's not enough. That's okay. I like it. My heart is in that, actually. Yeah, Rasne Bhav, that's the goal. They have it already from birth. There's Rashi. What's the question?
Why does the feeling often come upon devotees when they increase their devotional services and make spiritual advancement outwardly? Do we sometimes feel that we are so far from Krishna in terms of achieving the desired goal, which is Prema Bhakti?
That's a question or observation or what?
It's question. Why does the feeling often come upon devotees
What feeling?
that we are so far from Krishna?
Because it's true. It's called Pram Satyam Chadimi. It's the first verse of Bhagavatam. Very good. You have realization of the first verse of Bhagavatam. Pram Satyam Chadimi. You're becoming truthful. Satya. Satyam Sundram Shivadam. You got 1/3 there. You have to realize the auspiciousness and beauty of Krishna and you'll get perfection. So what's the, why do you feel so far? Because you are, man. That's the beginning of getting cured of the disease, to realize I'm sick. If you don't think you're sick, you won't take any medicine. You'll stay sick and never get cured. So prema is far away. That's good. Keep running. Don't walk, it's too far. You'll never get there by walking, never get there by sitting, never get there by crawling. One of my friends always says they're flying. They're not, they're already in the air. Everyone else is saying, well, I'm walking there, I'm coming here in 5 minutes. This person, I'm flying. I said, I don't see, where are you flying? I see your crows here. You're a crow? No. Are you a parrot? You're a parrot? No. Flying. Okay, die to fly, fly to die. Fly till they die. And try again and fly some more. Why do we feel it's not so far to go? Because we do, that's honesty. That's why we read the Bhagavatam and read about the great devotees, Radharani and Subal, Sridham, and Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj, and Vasudeva and Devaki, and Uddhava Mahashaya, Narada Muni. We read about them. Who are they and who are they and who are we? Where are they and where are we? Who am I? Where am I and where is my Guru? How much advanced am I and how advanced is my Guru? So we all have some standard to measure ourselves by. There's always someone somewhere bigger and better, more advanced than we are or ever will be. So our goal is to strive for perfection. Don't settle for less. Our goal is the topmost perfection attainable in spiritual reality. Golokadam, the strange state of Radharani and Krishna in the Kunjas of Vrindavan. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. There's no higher attainment, there's no higher Paramgati than that. Higher than Ayodhya Dham, higher than Dwarka Dham, higher than Mathura Dham, higher than Vrindavan Dham is Nibhrita Nikunja Dham. Nibhrita Nikunja Dham is the topmost Dham, Param Dham. Nibhrita Nikunja, Nitya Seva, Radha and Krishna, Priya Priyatam. That's what we're aiming for, that's what we're striving for, that's what we're dreaming of, that's what we're praying for, that's what we're dying for. We're living for that goal, we're dying for that goal, and we're taking birth again to attain that goal. That's how absorbing the goal is, and how demanding the goal is, and how fulfilling the goal is, and how satisfying the goal is. Just having that goal is inspiration. Just having that goal creates a new sensation. Just having that goal is our fascination. It's a little poetical today. Hang around all these poetical books, you know, Bhagavatam. Question. What time is it? That's the right question.
4:20.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
There is a type of liberation, Sarupya Mukti. What kind of desire have the devotees to reach this type of liberation? How are they pleasing the Lord by having same type of body? What kind of desire have the devotees? Which type of devotees will reach this type of destination, and how they are pleasing Krishna? Pleasing the Lord by having same type of body.
Question is some sadhaka desires Sarupya Mukti, which means have a spiritual form, living in the spiritual world. How does that please Vishnu or Krishna? Because the whole spiritual realm, the whole spiritual dimension, every member there is pleasing and serving Krishna or Vishnu. So whether you have Salokya Mukti or Samipya Mukti, whatever Mukti you have, if you're in the spiritual world, you're engaged in the active or passive service to Krishna or Vishnu. So service means pleasing Krishna automatically. So you have the same form, you'll be there and you'll be looking like Vishnu. Almost everybody looks like Vishnu there anyway. You'll be looking like Vishnu. We engage in artik and singing Vishnu's glories and different festivals and doing different things that are going on, hearing, chanting, remembering, worshiping, all the same things that we do as sadhakas, what we done in the city when we attain Sarupya Mukti. You enjoy the eternal life of living like Vaikuntha. You have a form like Vishnu, almost like Vishnu. It's like, what's the service of a flower in a vase on the altar? You have an altar with Chakraji and have a little flower vase, a little glass container, there's a flower, there's a rose inside there, or 5 or 6 roses in the vase called vase or vase, and it's on the altar. It's decorating the altar. It's Seva's decoration. It's called Shantaras. So it's doing Seva. It's decoration. It's giving color. It's giving nice vibration. It's pleasing to Vishnu to see a rose vase with roses in it. So someone has Sarupya Mukti, just being in Vaikuntha Seva, just being there is pleasing him. Because every soul in the spiritual world is engaged directly or indirectly in the seva and pleasure of Krishna Vishnu. That's automatic. That's what it means. That's what the spiritual world means. It's like when you're healthy, when you're in a healthy condition, every cell in your body is cooperating. Every cell, all the cells in your body are cooperating to produce the end result of good health. So in the spiritual world, everyone's cooperating to produce the end result of happiness and pleasure for Vishnu or Krishna. No matter what they're doing. The dogs are saving the trees, the peacocks, everyone's serving, everyone's pleasing.
How can we categorize the 8 principal gopis and their manjaris according to their sneha? Meaning Radha Snehadika, Krishna Snehadika and Sama Snehadika. As well as their groups, meaning Priya Sakhi, Prana Sakhi, Parama Sakhi, Param Preshta Sakhi. Is there any reference in Shastra? How can we categorize the 8 principal gopis and
the question is how to understand the affectionate mood of different types of Sakhis in the spiritual world related to Radharani. Paramapreshta Sakhi, Priya Sakhi, Sakhis, Pran Sakhi, Nitya Sakhis, etc. Is there any reference for this? The reference for this is Ujjvala Nilamani by Rupa Goswami in the 8th chapter, Sakhi Prakaran. Sakhi Prakaran, Ujjvala Nilamani describes different sentiments. In general, most Sakhis have Samasneha Adhika, that equal affection, Samasneha Adhika, that equal affection for Radharani and Krishna. And one group of Sakhis, which are called Pran Sakhis or Nitya Sakhis, they're sometimes called Kinkaris or Dasis or Mantris. They have Radha Sneha, they have more Sneha for Radharani than Krishna. And some Sakhis have more affection for Krishna than Radharani, like Dhanishta Sakhi and Brindadevi. Brindadevi is a Sakhi and Dhanishta Sakhi. They have Krishna's Sneha. They have more affection for Krishna than for Radharani. So that's what's told, and many more things you can find out there. Also, in a book by Rupa Goswami called Radha Krishna Ganadeshtibika, Radha Krishna Ganadeshtibika tells something about the sneha of different Sakhis. So you can find your answer in Ujjvala Nilamani by Rupa Goswami and Radha Krishna Ganadeshtibika. Any more questions? Anyone in the room have questions? This lady or you have a question? You have a question? Russian?
The question is, when Balarama came first time to Vrindavan from Dwaraka to visit his Brijabasi, it's described that he had Rasa Lila with gopis. And the acharyas say that gopis don't have feelings to Krishna because they were too young. But how Balaram, the eldest brother, who lived in Vrindavan, could dance with them while living there. The story of Rasa dance described, and after Shankachuda stolen them.
What's the question?
I couldn't even understand. Okay, the question is, so how Balaram had Rasa dance when he came back from Dwaraka? How was it, and how he could dance with gopis if they were too young?
Okay. The question is about Balaram, Krishna's elder brother, who came from Dwarka. He came and stayed 2 months in Vrindavan, Vrindavan, Kshetra and Vaishak. It's described in Bhagavatam, 10th canto, chapter 65, Balaram comes to Vrindavan. So the question is asked, how did he dance with gopis who were too young? They weren't too young, they were too young when he left. First of all, Balaram has his own gopis, has his own group of gopis. Our acharyas explain in the commentary of the Bhagavatam that Balaram has his own gopis, he has his own intimate Sakhis and gopis like Krishna, but not much detail is told about them. And when Balaram came back, the gopis that were too young, for example, you have an older sister. She's 6 years old, you're 10 years old, you're 8 years old, and she's 15. So she's going to the dances, to the disco. You're too young, you can't go. She said, when I grow up, I want to go to disco too. So you're too small now. So the older sister was going out dancing with Balaram, and one sister was dancing with Krishna. The little sister said, I want to dance too. Sorry, you're too young. So then they left, and they had a desire. Some girls, or the young gopis from Madan, they had a desire, oh, I want to dance with Balaram. He's so cute. His face is so fair. I don't like dark Brijwasi. I like fair Brijwasi. But some gopis like dark Brijwasi, they want Krishna. Some like fair. fair Vishwasi equal Balaram. Balaram is fair and lovely.
You know, Baba, there is one song when Krishna is asking to Mother Yashoda for his marriage. So when he sings this bhajan that please make me marry. So at that time he said, please do not bring Balram in my marriage because he is fair complexion. My girl will get married to him.
You can't say a Reverend Balaram. And the Hindi bhajan.
Then means he asked to Mother Yashoda that please do not bring him. If he goes, then she will not marry to me. She will
That's great. In our audience here, we have one Vishwasi Brahmin from a very high class Vishwasi family in Radha Kunda. He's telling us a Vishwasi bhajan in Brajavasha or Hindi language. It describes that about Krishna getting married. So Krishna is speaking to Yashoda in this bhajan. Yashoda, please do me a favor. Don't bring Balaram to my marriage. Because if Balaram comes and my fiancé, sees Balaram and the parents see Balaram, they won't marry me because he's fair. I'm so dark, I'm so black. So they won't want to marry me, they'll want to marry the fair one. Fair and lovely Balaram. So we're all laughing because he's telling us this nice song. So the answer is, so some young gopis, when Krishna and Balaram were here, they wanted to dance with Balaram, they missed the chance. Now he came back and their sankalpa was fulfilled. So Balaram, those gopis who were young when he left, they grew up in his absence. Now they're at a ripe, good age, teenage, youthful age, just right age. So when Balaram has rasa dance, those gopis that didn't dance with Krishna, didn't meet with Krishna, danced with Balaram and the rasa dance. This has nothing to do with Shankachuta. Your satsang at Shankachuta, that's a whole different chapter of the Krishna book. That's during Braj Leela when Krishna and Balaram are here. And this chapter 65, Krishna's not here in Vrindavan. Shankachuta, Krishna and Balaram, it was holy night, it was holy Purnima. And then Krishna and his gopis, and Balaram and his gopis were meeting by Govardhan, and they were playing holy at midnight holy. So it's not so embarrassing. Like girls don't like to get color thrown in their face in the daytime. Well, it's midnight, no one sees. They don't mind so much. A little moonshine, you can't see, so it looks so funny. All purple skin and green skin and look like some zombie, some weird thing. In the daylight, we so embarrassed now. Somebody's going to see me, but in midnight, who's going to see me? So they came to play holy, and Shankachuta came to steal Radharani. They go, Krishna killed him. Wow, so weird. Okay, question. That was a fun question. We got this guy to answer. That's great. Good contribution. Satam prasangam mamavirya samvado machita madkata prana bodhiyantas prasram katayantas shravan tashanti charamanti cha. Chapter 10 of Gita, verse 9. Machita madkata prana bodhiyantas prasram. Kata, churning the kata. We said something, Goswami said something, and it became more alas. Kata alas. Alas ramanti tashanti. What, or? Okay.
Let's continue the question about Balaram. And who is the most lovely gopi of Balaram? And where is the description of her? Is there any description of her and her mood? And the meetings gopis with Balaram at night seems to be was in Parakya Ras, but they should be in the Ashwarya mood. Did Balaram like that Gopi had like hot temper and like they were not very reliable? They were like so. Yeah, if you can tell it. So who is the best Gopi of Balaram and where is the description and yes about the mood of Paraki and Ashwarya with Balaram.
The question is about Balaram. Who is the favorite best Gopi? Who's Balaram's Radharani? Who's the best Gopi of Balaram? And where's the description of her? And what else?
Meetings with Gopi and Balaram are in Parakya Rasa, but it should be in Ashwarya.
Okay.
How it is.
Yeah, okay. So the question is about who's Balaram's favorite Gopi? The Goswamis all the books of the Goswamis of the Gaudiya Sampradaya don't describe about this subject matter about Balaram. Very little about Balaram. Just generally has gopis and he dances the Ram God and has some rasa dance and all these things. But all these specific details you can't find in Bhagavad Puran, you can't find in Vishnu Puran. Maybe you can find these details in some other Puran, maybe Skanda Puran, or Adi Varaha Puran, Varaha Puran, Adi Varaha Puran, or Skanda Puran, maybe some detail about Balaram. Maybe Garga Samhita something. But our Goswami Granths, they talk about Radha and Krishna. They don't talk much about Balaram's gopis and all these things. So I study books of the Gaudiya Sampradaya, so I can't answer your question on who's the favorite gopi of Balaram and all this stuff. I can't say. Balaram has one Shakti expansion, Ananga Manjari. But Ananga Manjari is basically an expansion of Radharani, because she's Shakti Tattva. She's Ladni Shakti. She's Radharani's sister. Ananga Manjari.
Revati. Who is
Revati's in Dwarka. She's his daughter, King Raivata. He married her. King and princess. Not Brasveda. Balaram, Dausi Maharaj ki jai. Krishna Kaniya Dausi Kabaya. Question. Any more questions? No questions? No questions? Hey, go in. No more questions? Yeah.
In Bhagavatam, Lord Brahma prays that let me become dust in Vrindavan, Braj, so that I can serve. So, but do Goswamis emphasize on this? Because I just want to understand, like, is it the contribution of Goswamis after that, this Manjari Bhav? Is it conducive for Raganubhakti or thinking like that?
Thinking like what? Before a rock?
No, like that I was just thinking like, even Uddhava says that let me become Gulmalata, it's
Yeah.
not like, is they are not in Rag, but this, I don't understand that.
What is your question?
Is it
exactly?
conducive for Ragbhakti? Like, because it looks like it's a kind of humility.
Okay, slow down.
It's kind of humility.
Hold your breath. Park your horses. The question is the example of Brahma praying to become a rock in Vrindavan, becoming Char Parvat, Charmukh Brahma became Char Parvat, Vilasgar, Dangar, Mangar, Srijigar became the 4 mountains of Barsana. Vishnu Parvat is Giraj, Brahma Parvat is Barsana, and Shiva Parvat is Nandishwar Parvat, Nandagram. So is it conducive to follow Brahma's idea of becoming a rock, or Uddhava's idea of becoming a Gomalata Oshadidam? We follow Rupa Raghunath. The Raghunath Bhakti are exemplars in Sadgrupa Rupa Raghunath, and Sirupa Rupa Manjari and Rati Manjari, Tulsi Manjari. So they're just showing that some great personalities, they also honor Vrindavan, they also honor the Gopis. They worship Vrindavan so much, they want to become a particle of dust in Vrindavan. So that's to show humility, that's to show the supremacy of Brajadam, even Kankan Bole Shri Radhe Radhe. Vrindavan make Kankan Bole Shri Radha Radha. So that's that. But for us, the question you're asking is it conducive for our bhajan? Is it bhajan anukulya? It's not bhajan anukulya. It just sets an example of humility and the glories, the Mahima, Vrindavan Mahima Amrita, the nectar glories of Vrindavan. Even a particle of dust is desirable by Brahma and Shiva, Uddhava. Such great personalities. But we follow Rupa Raghunath. We want to become gopis, we want to become sadhus and sadhakas doing bhajan in Vrindavan, and becoming siddhas, become sadhana siddha, become manjaris to Radharani. There's no description of Uddhava becoming a manjari, Brahma becoming a manjari, or a Sakhi. But we hear accounts that Shiva became a Sakhi, Gopishwar, Narada Muni became a Sakhi, but not Brahma, not Uddhava. They appreciated Mahabhava Radharani, Brahma Gita, chapter 47, 10th canto. Uddhava heard Brahma Gita. He appreciated so much, he said, Goma Lota Oshadinam. But he didn't become a Gopi or Manjari. So we want to become a Gopi Manjari or Radharani. Lord Chaitanya ordered in Chaitanya Charitamrita in Madhya Lila chapter 8, Ramananda Samvak, Ateva Gopi Bhava Angikar. Ateva Gopi Bhava Angikar. Everyone should accept Gopi Bhava, not stone Bhava. Parvat Bhava. Become a Parvat, become a stone, become a Gomalata. Get Gopi Bhava. Get the Bhava and body of a Gopi. Gopi Jaya Gopi Bhava. Siddha Jaya Sri Radhe.
So, Maharaj, I want to ask, so this is the part of Dasya Bhavana when they are praying to become Gulmlata or to Parvat or something like this.
What's the question? Is it Dasya Bhav? Yeah, that's Dasya Bhav, but that's not the intention. When you read Shastra, you have to know the intention of the author, the intention of the speaker. So what is the intention of this lila, this desire, this sankalp, this prarthana? There's sankalp and prarthana. There's have an intention and desire to take a birth, and that's their sankalpa, and they're praying for that, to take birth in Vrindavan. So the intention is to glorify Vrindavan. To glorify the exalted position of Vrindavan, even a stone of Vrindavan, even a pebble, what to speak of Brahman birth, what to speak of Gopi birth. So that's the objective here. The objective is not to teach Dasya Bhav or Sakya Bhav or any type of Bhav or Santa Ras. It's not the objective, not the intention. The objective of this Shastra is to teach the glories, the exalted position of these great Vaishnavas. That the Gopis are so high, I'm not qualified to become a Gopi. We don't think that. We think by Lord Chaitanya's grace and Guru's grace, I'll become a Gopi. I have the Adhikar to become a Gopi by Guru's grace and Mahaprabhu's grace. Mahaprabhu's telling everybody to become a Gopi. Gopi Bhava Angikar, accept it, become it. So Lord Chaitanya, Uddhava didn't meet Lord Chaitanya, Brahma didn't meet Lord Chaitanya. We did. So we're more fortunate in one way. So they're glorifying Vrindavan and glorifying the devotees of Vrindavan, especially Radharani and the Gopis. They want to have some contact with them, any kind of contact with the dust of their feet. Shri Kunkamena, Shri Kunkumena, they want that kumkum from Radharani's breast that was held on Krishna, attached to Krishna's feet. The fell of his feet is in the grass of Vrindavan. So they want to be that grass, so when Krishna runs on the grass, that kumkum from Radharani's breast will come on the grass, on the trina, and then the trina is Uddhava, he'll be blessed by that contact with that kumkum, Shri Kunkumena, from the body of Srimati Radharani. This is Bhagavatam, 747, 10th canto. Question? Any more question that? What's the time now? See, 5.
4:45.
4:45, thank you.
So, can we deduce that even the dust of Vrindavana is greater than Brahma? Means the way I'm just asking.
Yeah, that's the Hanuman. That's logic. The question is, can we deduce from the prayer of Brahma and Shiva, they want to be dust or rocks in Vrindavan, that the dust of Vrindavan or rocks in Vrindavan are greater than Brahma and Shiva? Yes, obvious. That's called Hanuman. That's called logic. That's what it's saying. I'm Brahman. I want to be dust. I'm Brahma. I'm Shiva. I want to be dust in Vrindavan. So that means the dust is better than me. You don't want to be something that's not better than you. What's the point? I'm me, I'm cool, I'm good, I want to be you. Because I have a Maruti 800, you have a Ferrari. I want your Ferrari, man. Take my Maruti 800. So I want what you got. So you got better than me. So that means the stone of Vrindavan, the pebble of Vrindavan is bigger than Brahma, bigger than Shiva. Bigger than anybody. Everything in Vrindavan is unlimited, infinite. That's what Vaikuntha means. Kunta means limitation. Vai means without limitation. So this Vrindavan is Vaikuntha, the spiritual realm. There's no limitation. Baby opens his mouth. Inside the mouth, what do you see?
Universe.
Virata Rupa. You see the whole universe. You see yourself inside the universe. Inside the mouth, where Yashoda looked in Gopal's mouth and Gokul, and she saw the universe, and she saw Yashoda, and hey, that's me, that's Gopal. She saw Gopal in Gopal's mouth, and saw herself in Gopal's mouth, looking inside Gopal's mouth, inside Gopal's mouth. So figure that out. What a show that was. What was in that buttermilk? What kind of charge was that? So LSD and that buttermilk or something. Yeah. Wow. What a vision. Can you imagine? Just look at someone's mouth. Amazing. All the universes. Any more questions? Okay, we're going to end now, I guess. The last call, question call. Any questions? Jaya Jaya Sri Radhe.